It's funny, when you mention All-Star Wrestling South, everyone immediately thinks of Joel Redman, Niwa, Bullet, rightfully so, but the two men that really have kind of carved the direction of where the academy and where the company has gone is Nathan Angel and Brandon Lee.
I've known him for years, and we met when I was just a young man. He was a young man. We both had aspirations of making it in the wrestling business, and it was like we were meant to be best friends.
From the first time I ever stepped foot into wrestling training, Brandon was there, a tall, quite lanky, quite unassuming guy. But even then I could see in his eyes that he had the same passion and the same fire for the wrestling business that I do. And I think we really bonded over that.
I've trained countless students all over the country, but when I think of the top two, I always think of Brandon Lee and Nathan Angel.
But in our whole lives across the board, I wouldn't be the man I am today without Brandon Lee. And you know what? I'm proud to say that he's become my best friend. Or so I thought.
I couldn't honestly tell you what went wrong between Brandon and Nathan, but all of a sudden, Brandon Lee didn't care about the people anymore. He didn't care about anyone but himself. He didn't even care about Nathan, and Nathan was his brother in arms. Nathan was the one guy that he could rely on more than anybody else, and for some reason, Brandon burned that bridge.
Doesn't hurt me.
I'm the bad guy. Nathan Angel has had things handed to him from day one. I beat him fair and square. I did not cheat in the opening match of the ASW South Championship tournament.
I think he's jealous. When I won championships in Germany in my own right, Brandon wasn't there to congratulate me. When I tried to raise my profile, appeared on television, raised money for charity, and became Mr. International England, Brandon didn't have one good word to say.
I don't know where it all went wrong. All of a sudden things were different. Brandon went to America and he came back a very different man.
But now, suddenly, I'm the bad guy. I'm the one that is not correct. I'm the one that's evil. Tonight, for the heavyweight championship, there will be no fairy tale ending for Nathan Angel.
It's championship time. Let's meet the wrestlers.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Aaron Nix, and it is now time to crown the first ever All-Star Wrestling South British Heavyweight Champion. When we began this journey all the way back at Volume 1 on July 29th of 2023, a year and a half ago, it was this man in the main event against Bullet. And that was just to set a standard of what ASW South was to become, the very best in professional wrestling. But Nathan Angel, since day one, has been in this game. And how fitting that when it all began at Volume 2 with Brandon Lee versus Nathan Angel in a quarter-final matchup, it was Brandon Lee who came out the winner that night. And we will finish the same way we started. But will the result be the same? This man would like to think differently. Mr. International England is on his way.
Let's go.
Now fitting that the man who lost earlier tonight to Brandon Lee, Joel Redman, is the last man to see him through that vaunted curtain. Nathan Angel is ready to redeem himself in the eyes of what he believes to be his family, his people, the incredible fans of Salisbury, as he gives his wonderful, wonderful family the love and passion that they have shown throughout his journey in this business. His mother especially has watched him grow from a young farmer's boy from such a young age, and from lambing season here to the ultimate moment, the ultimate final to determine the ultimate champion in British professional wrestling. Nathan Angel has grown and he has come on leaps and bounds. It is the very personification of what this company and what the company, school and academy stands for.
This is what it's all about. A fantastic piece of silverware which one of these wrestlers will leave Salisbury with tonight. Firstly, introducing to you then, Mr. International England, charity fundraiser, ever popular, the blonde Adonis, Nathan Angel. And he earned his right to be here by winning his match earlier tonight. Here comes his opponents.
Well, yes, indeed. Brandon Lee has had absolutely no time to prepare, and some might argue that that might be the tipping point in this final. But Brandon Lee doesn't need preparation when it comes to Nathan Angel. And as you saw in the incredible video package to open up this matchup, Brandon Lee, the Dorset Destroyer, from the shadows of the city to the bright spotlights of the Studio Theatre in Salisbury, is ready to destroy this fairy tale and take what he believes should have been his from day one. And in his eyes, Brandon Lee has already done the job. He eliminated Nathan Angel from the equation in the quarterfinals back at Volume 2. However, it was second chance city. Nathan Angel overcame Bobby Vegas before overcoming the ultimate obstacle of Bullet in the semi-finals. Brandon Lee, of course, overcame Nathan Angel himself and then knocked off Nathan Angel's most trusted teacher, and what is arguably, in many people's eyes, the reason that Nathan Angel is on the top of the mountain for so many, in Joel Redman. Brandon Lee destroyed Joel Redman earlier tonight, and Brandon Lee looks to destroy the story of Nathan Angel once and for all. A friendship born from complete passion for this business and destroyed in a heartbeat.
Here in the final after winning earlier tonight, back from the tour of Ohio, USA, 230 pounds of destructive power, and out to become champion, Brandon Lee. And when the bell sounds, your referee in charge, Mr. Roger Sears. One knockout to decide. Nathan Angel versus Brandon Lee for the championship.
It's the crown the first ever All-Star British Heavyweight Champion. Due to the importance, I'm going to give you a little bit of leeway, but you both know the rules. Do not push it or I will disqualify you. You both understand. I want a clean fight. Can I get a handshake, please?
Now, Roger Sears, our head official, will take charge of this extremely important matchup. And Nathan Angel offers his hand. Oh my God, of Brandon Lee. Well, that pretty much sums up how this friendship has boiled into absolute animosity and hatred between the two. And Nathan Angel has finally had enough of Brandon Lee's disrespect. Two friends who have completely imploded here at All-Star Wrestling South. A huge knife-edge chop from Nathan Angel. The animosity, as I mentioned, is at fever pitch as Brandon Lee gets sent into the top turnbuckle. This one is for all the marbles. Brandon Lee, vicious knife-edge chop versus Nathan Angel. for the All-Star Wrestling South British Heavyweight Championship. The inaugural champion will be crowned tonight. And Nathan Angel with a huge clothesline sends Brandon Lee to the outside, lands on his feet, and now comes flying over the top. And Nathan Angel is ready for this. He believes this to be the biggest moment in his entire career, and dare I say, if Brandon Lee was pushed, he would certainly believe the same. Brandon Lee has such a viciously cool and menacing exterior, but inside he must feel the same nerves, the same emotion, or maybe he just doesn't give a damn. Maybe his ultimate goal is to destroy what was once his very best friend in professional wrestling. And Roger Sears, as he said earlier, will give these men some leeway. Do not push it or you will get disqualified, but let's hope it doesn't come to that. But meanwhile, Brandon Lee and Nathan Angel already brawling to the barroom area here at the Studio Theatre, and a vicious kick to the midsection by Brandon Lee. Roger Sears pleading with these two gentlemen to get back in the ring. This is certainly not what anyone would have had in mind as far as an All-Star Wrestling South British Heavyweight Championship final. This is not what anyone thought would entail, and now Nathan Angel just teeing off on Brandon Lee, and even Nathan Angel has to be very careful, of course. You do not want emotion to get the better of you as Brandon Lee just rakes the eyes. This crowd, once again, as expected, coming alive for Nathan Angel, and that is a final knife-edge chop, almost a back forearm straight across that chin. Brandon Lee is soaking up what he believes to be the adoration of this audience. He loves it when people hate him. He loves it when people believe him to be an underdog. Brandon Lee thinks that Nathan Angel took everything from him. He believes that Nathan Angel also had everything handed to him, and Nathan Angel escapes it. Brandon Lee's face off of the ring post. Nathan Angel and Brandon Lee, it's hard to believe. If I had told you just over a year ago that these two best friends would hate each other, would need and crave to take each other out like this, and it would have beggared belief, but Nathan Angel, the fire burns within this young farmer's boy. He has every opportunity to dispatch Brandon Lee. He knows he has all the credentials, but Brandon Lee equally knows every single move in the Nathan Angel arsenal, and he catches him flush on the top rope, and then a stiff slap right around the face. More disrespect from Brandon Lee, who ascends to the top rope with Nathan Angel in tow, potentially looking out. Oh, look out. I think he might be looking for the superplex from the top. Nathan Angel was in the rafters. Pinfall attempt. Are we going to crown our champion now? No, we're not. And Nathan Angel just escapes, and Brandon Lee looks beside himself already. Brandon Lee believes that this is his moment. And check out the cross-cam replay on that bad boy. A huge superplex as the earth shakes and shudders beneath us on the sacred vessel that is the squared circle of ASW South. A fantastic running power slam, and now Nathan Angel with a Superman punch wipes out the undeniable one himself. Pinfall attempt, 2 count only. Brandon Lee is able to escape. Well, the RKO is what brought Nathan Angel to the dance. Is it what is going to finish this very dance and find himself crowning himself as the first ever ASW South British Heavyweight Champion? We're about to find out. He's looking for the RKO. Brandon Lee put the brakes on, had that scouted, understandably so. Sends Nathan Angel to the outside, but he lands on his feet. Stiff forearm shot right there. Nathan Angel seems to have an answer for everything that Brandon Lee has thrown at him thus far. The scout report is in. Flying crossbody off the top rope. Roger Sears with the pinfall. 2 count only. Once again, back to the cross cam, and as you can see, magnificent aerial ability from Nathan Angel, the true hybrid athlete of professional wrestling. Think about both of these young, skinny, lanky boys as they were when they first started in this business, and now a super kick off the second rope halts a much better looking Brandon Lee than before. And Brandon Lee, dare I say, many years ago when he started this journey, would have had the sheer gumption to kick out of a super kick of that magnitude, but these are two very different men from where we started. They were, quite frankly, teenagers with a dream, and now they have ascended to the mountaintop of British professional wrestling as Nathan Angel ascends to the mountaintop that is the top rope. And he comes off and rolls through, able to block it. Oh, speaking of blocking, and Brandon Lee puts the brakes on. Stiff forearm shot. I think he was looking for the knee. Thought better of it. Suplex position, looking potentially for a brain buster right on Nathan Angel's head. It could be out cold. Pinning combination once again. And, oh boy, Brandon Lee is getting red hot, and understandably so. Brandon Lee believes that he was that close. He knows he was that close. And look at that vicious brain buster. That's going to knot up the neck. It's going to knock up the shoulders of Nathan Angel. The lesser man would have been out cold. And oh no, look out. Well, we might have had some foreshadowing from earlier tonight, looking for that running knee. And oh man, Roger Sears almost got ran into. And Nathan Angel super kicks Brandon Lee, who knocks out RKO. Oh my God, the RKO out of nowhere. But Roger Sears had been knocked out courtesy of Brandon Lee with an elbow backing into him, accidentally of course. Nathan Angel knows he has this match won. Brandon Lee, on the other hand, is able to escape courtesy of the fact that Roger Sears is out in the corner. Oh, Brandon Lee is absolutely knocked for a loop, and Nathan Angel knows that his time is very close. Brandon Lee is begging off, and Nathan Angel and a low blow while the referee is incapacitated. This is an absolutely appalling way to potential. Look at pile driver. Dear God Almighty. And this would be an absolutely shell-shocking way to become champion. Frankly, it would be distasteful. Surely not. Surely Brandon Lee is not going to win this match off of a low blow and a pile driver, and Nathan Angel is able to escape at the last second. 2 7/8, and now Brandon Lee preps the knee, and there's the knee. There is the driven knee, the devil's trigger, which brought him to this dance earlier tonight, and that will be that. Brandon Lee and Nathan Angel somehow is able to escape. Well, Brandon Lee looks absolutely beside himself, and understandably so. That finished off Joel Redman, albeit with 2 of the same. I don't think Brandon Lee could quite believe that Nathan Angel was somehow able to dig down, and kick out of what has been the most devastating finish for Brandon Lee thus far in his short but excellent career. And now it is Brandon Lee looming over his former best friend. Oh, Nathan Angel. Brandon Lee's roaring out saying, "You wanted this." Nathan Angel able to escape, and referee Roger Sears is back to his senses, of course, and Nathan Angel puts the brakes on with a kick, and now look out, potentially a Canadian destroyer. Dear God Almighty. Everything but the kitchen sink and an RKO, and maybe, just maybe, Nathan Angel is going to ascend. We were brought into the dance, but Brandon Lee, to his credit, whether you like it or lump it, Brandon Lee dug down deep and escaped a absolutely vicious RKO. And speaking of vicious, that Canadian destroyer spiked Brandon Lee into the canvas, but he still had the wherewithal to escape from Nathan Angel's RKO. Both of these men already spent in what is a frenetic ASW South Championship final. One of these men is going to leave as the first ever ASW South British Heavyweight Champion. Will it be the Dorset Destroyer, or will it be Nathan Angel? Now both men just posturing, just throwing whatever they have at each other. Think of all the years of friendship, and it now boils down to a street fight in the middle of the ring in a sold-out studio theatre in Salisbury. A violent right hand, a super kick to the chin is in riposte, and now a stiff running back elbow into the corner from Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee now looking to perch Nathan Angel on the top once again, and maybe potentially looking for another superplex. And oh my God, a stiff right hand that would knock out even the strongest of men. Nathan Angel finds himself absolutely prone, perched on the top rope, and oh no, Brandon Lee. I dread to think what's going through his mind right now. Nathan Angel valiantly trying to escape, headbutts Brandon Lee. Gets out of position, he's back up on the top rope, and Brandon Lee comes to meet him. Sunset bomb off the top. Holy cow! Nathan Angel with a sunset bomb is able to escape Brandon Lee. And is this his moment? Nathan Angel must take his moment. He rises to the top rope. Brandon Lee is prone in the middle of the ring, and a savage flying elbow drop off the top. Nathan Angel with the pinfall. Nathan Angel is your first ever All-Star Wrestling South British Heavyweight Champion. And Roger Sears gives Nathan Angel the gold. And we have crowned a historic champion here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Presenting to you the first All-Star South British champion, Nathan Angel.
What a moment.
How about one for the loser?
Oh, how about one for the loser indeed? And Nathan Angel is staring a hole through his former best friend. And
a brand new champion, Nathan Angel.
Nathan Angel can finally turn away as Brandon Lee leaves this battlefield. But ladies and gentlemen, what a magical moment here at All-Star Wrestling South Volume 5. Nathan Angel has climbed the ultimate mountain and become the first ever ASW South British Heavyweight Champion. Congratulations, Nathan Angel. Well, yes, indeed, Nathan Angel. What a fantastic. Oh, wait, what, God's name? Wait a minute. The one-man armory, but oh my God, a Claymore kick just laid out our champion, Nathan Angel. What in God's name do you think you're doing? Oh, no. I think it's pretty obvious what is actually going to happen right now. Wait a minute. Well, Buller has that clipboard with that match contract.
Signed now.
Now? Are you kidding? Oh, look how Nathan Angel was looking to get an RKO in. A valiant act of defense. But oh no, Buller has the hand clasped around the neck. Choke slam in the middle of the ring. Buller has just wiped out Nathan Angel. The title match is now. It is now. And Buller is pinning Nathan Angel. And Roger Sears is forced to count. No, Buller has somehow, out of absolutely nowhere, stolen the ASW South British Heavyweight Championship from Nathan Angel.
The rules were clear. We said earlier, once the contract is signed, Bullet can decide where and when. He decided here, and now it counts. The champion, Bullet!
But it's shell-shocking is what it is. It is hard not to feel utterly devastated for Nathan Angel. The bottom line is that Buller could catch him whenever he wants, and now just posturing over the prone corpse of Nathan Angel, stuffing the championship belt in his face as if to say, it now belongs to me.
The referee counted 3. It's a win, and it's official. Your champion is Bullet.
The one-man armory has caused an absolute stir on the British scene, has cashed in his #1 contendership moments after he picked his spot and stole that championship from Nathan Angel. Bullet is your new ASW South British Heavyweight Champion. He certainly doesn't look to be done. Come on, you've done enough. You've won the championship. That's enough, Bullet. That's enough. Good God Almighty. That very championship over the dome of Nathan Angel, who is out cold. A vicious and disgusting act.
One night, officially your second All-Star Wrestling British champion is Bullet.
Buller, talk about rubbing a man's face in it. Nathan Angel could be seriously injured. This crowd absolutely stunned into anger, courtesy of the one-man armory, who has pulled the heist of the century and has captured the ASW South British Heavyweight Championship.
Well, a couple of records here tonight in Salisbury. 2 title matches in 1. Bullet is officially your new champion.
I won. I'm the champ. I'm the champ.